So, yesterday I channeled about the destiny swap that had occurred on your divine path that interrupted your higher purpose and your divine union. And I said how over this weekend, under this Libra full moon, this is being taken back to that point at which the swap occurred. Now, when this person exacted this swap, they didn't expect you to go into the series of events that you went into. They expected you to shrink away, to become insignificant, to become nothing, to go into a place of scarcity and lag and woe is me. They underestimated you. And I love that expression that says, underestimate me, that'll be fun, because that was the energy you sent out. You were just like, yeah, come on then, bring it. You know what? You want my life, you go ahead and you have my life. Because what this destiny swapper had not taken into account, outside of their selfishness and their greed and wanting the person that you were with, was the journey you had been on. What you had had to go through to get to where you are. Now, I feel in your life there's been an awful lot of trauma, heartache, loss, and overcoming of major difficulties, and that's testament to you as a person, your tenacity, your warrior strength. Now, this destiny swapper doesn't hold that strength. They're not a warrior. Bear in mind that they're somebody who steals other people's destinies, because actually outside of their physical self, they're really nothing. And I'm not saying that in a dismissive way, it's just the truth. So when they decided to steal your destiny, what occurred is they took all that weight of trauma, heartache, loss, difficult childhood experiences, and energetically it transferred onto them, because the Most High was like, yeah, okay, you want to experience it? Here we go. You don't just get to take the good bit and not have the bad bit. And that is where they're at. And I almost feel like this destiny swapper right now is almost begging for relief, begging for a reprieve, because they just didn't expect this to happen. Now, because they stole your destiny and because they stole everything that comes with you energetically, it's enabled you, without them knowing, to reach a higher level, to ascend, to evolve, to elevate on your own higher path, on your journey, without the burden and weight that you have been carrying for so long. So conversely, this person actually did you a major favour. But the other funny thing is, when they stole your divine partner with this destiny swap, they thought that they were going to steal that natural soul connection that you held. They thought they were going to steal that passion, that fire, that kundalini sexual energy between you both. But they didn't, because that's yours. That's your energy, and only you can ignite that within your divine partner. So between the sheets, the destiny swapper and your divine partner, it's an absolute damp squib. So, take that. I'm laughing about it because you know what? I actually see that your divine partner frustrates this destiny swapper on so many levels, not least because actually, I'm going to use the word, they are completely flaccid. They just cannot perform for this destiny swapper because they don't want to. I like the way that karma has played her hand, that justice has stepped in, and without anybody being aware, it's been a real lovely balancing of the justice scales. And I know I sound really weird saying that. Sometimes I fumble over my words when I'm channeling. Words that seem a little bit out of place come through. But what's lovely about this is how this destiny swap was actually a really good trigger to your ascension. From your pain, you became this phoenix. Whereas you then also became the fire extinguisher that put out this destiny swapper's flames and your divine counterpart's flames. You didn't have to do anything. It just naturally occurred. Now, over this weekend, these realizations are beginning to surface because this destiny swapper's life is getting really difficult. They're being weighed down by family burdens, by their own head. I'm feeling this person is actually becoming mentally unstable. They cannot see wood for the trees. They can't think. And you see how I'm pausing here to try and find my words. This is how they are. They're just a muddle. And they're in a really chaotic and erratic state. And your divine partner's looking at them now and they're seeing the absolute truth of who this person is. It's like they are shape-shifting. They are morphing out of that inauthentic form and pretense of being you that they took on into their actual self, which is a very dark, chaotic and ugly energy. And this is how it's all going to flip back into alignment very quickly, because your person suddenly, these shutters are going up and they're like, what the hell? Whoa, what's going on here? This destiny swapper is going to be like, they can't talk, they can't think, they just can't. That's how they are. They're just sat in a place of immobility. They just can't. It's like they've been placed in this suspended animation. The universe has just got them stuck right there in that moment. And that's where they're going to stay while you and your divine partner come back into alignment. Now, as I said yesterday, this is going to take time. But with the destiny swapper in suspended animation, growth, space, time, it can all occur without their interference. They are going to be spun back onto their own timeline, which is so far removed from you, but even more far removed from your divine counterpart, who will now be elevating at an extended rate towards you. So it all sounds very complicated. It's all very convoluted. And I know I've probably completely muddled and fuddled all your minds, but if you don't understand it, please do comment below and give this video a like and subscribe to my page, because each and every day when I'm walking the lovely GM, my orange dog who's off there in the distance, I always do a channeled reading. It's when I'm in Mother Nature that I channel the most, and I channel most freely. But as you have witnessed today, sometimes it can get a little bit garbled. But as I said, if there's any question that you want answering, put it in the comments below, and have a really good afternoon.